Do I have the money for that? I'll make it easy for that. It's gonna work perfect. Welcome back to the channel, Powerstroke Nation. Hopefully you guys are doing wonderful out there. Welcome back. As you guys know, I've been neglecting the truck. I haven't done a whole lot with it. I did the new injectors, I did the new turbo, I did the tuning. I got really excited about all that, and then I just kind of disappeared. I've been kind of having fun with the truck on my own. Like, I'll be driving it and I'll just kind of turn it up and do a couple burnouts here and there, roll through intersections in Mexico, obviously. So enough about that, talking about what we're gonna do. We got some new parts in the mail and I want to share that with you guys, show you guys we have some progress coming. I got a couple boxes here. I want to show those to you guys, show that we have some progress coming. I've got a couple boxes sitting here on the toolbox that we'll go over here in a second. One of these I hope surprises you guys. It surprised me, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. We're gonna kind of stick over here to this toolbox area. The other part of the garage is really messy. I don't really want you guys to see that. So here we go. This part's kind of peeking out at me already. This is obviously a gasket for the rear differential on the truck. I'm very excited. You guys can probably piece together what this is, but I'll bet you will never guess what's in that box. So first off, we'll start with this. The reason I decided to go with the pre-made gasket, I was reading a couple reviews online. A lot of guys said that they picked that over this, just because it worked out a little bit better for them. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that a try. Obviously, if it doesn't work, I'm gonna be out this gasket and whatever fluid I put in there. But that's not the exciting part. This box right here is the exciting one. I'm gonna go ahead and get that opened up and show you guys. Are you guys ready for this? I don't think you're ready. This here, you guys, is a diff cover for a 2008 F250. It's finned, it's aluminum, it's pretty, it's brand new. I'm pretty excited about this. Now, did I actually do research to see if this would actually fit my truck? No, not at all. Did I read one forum that said that this would work and I took it for gold? Yeah, I did. Yes, I did. So the reason I went with this diff cover right here is this one obviously is finned, so better heat dissipation. It doesn't cost over $300 like the ATS, the Banks. I think the Banks is a little cheaper, but it doesn't cost more than $50. I paid $47 for this guy. That's a pretty sweet deal. And obviously if I want to paint it, I can paint it, but I'm thinking about leaving it raw for now. If I did paint it, here we go, hear me out. Paint the whole thing black, take some sandpaper and sand this. So there's some like silver fins on it. That might be kind of cool. We'll see how that goes. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go see if this is gonna crush my hopes and dreams. We're gonna go see if this mounts on the back of the truck. All right, so we're crawling on my dirty driveway here. Hopefully you guys can see just fine. Let's see if I can get a little closer. Oh yeah. It's gonna look freaking sweet, you guys. That's gonna work perfect. Pretty excited. So I'll make sure to put a link down in the description for this guy here. This is pretty sweet. I'm honestly super excited. This turned out to work better than I thought. Like I said, I did zero research on this. I just took a forum for gold. Oh, this one guy says we can do it, so let's do it. Now, I can share that with you guys. It does work. Okay, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and hop to the next part that I bought. This is gonna be very important. Let me set you guys down here again. So this next part's really important if I ever want my wife to ride in my truck again, or if I don't want to get asphyxiated by the fumes. I'm just kidding, you guys. It's pretty exciting. So as you guys know, I have my doghouse turned around right now and it's just dumping straight down. I really should have fed a hose to the back of the truck. It stinks up the whole cab, like immediately. It's ridiculous. My own stupid fault. But I found a way to make it a little better. So this here is a catch can. So it's like an anodized red. It's really pretty. So with the KC Turbo, I don't need the oil and everything being recycled back in. So on the 7.3s, the doghouse, the crankcase ventilation, it vents right back into the factory intake, which then gets taken into the turbo and pushed out the exhaust. You don't smell it, it's not there. When you upgrade to a KC 300X, there's no spot on the boot for me to feed that CCV back in. And I'm pretty sure it's by design. The factory turbo would, recycle the oil. The only issue is all that oil is gonna go through your intake. It's gonna go in your boots. It's gonna make everything kind of slippery. So when I got the new turbo, I opted not to, tap in and feed it back in. I just dumped it behind the firewall and you smell it the moment that you sit still. So I bought this guy so I can mount it under the hood. A lot of threads on this thing. So this guy will catch any oil that decides to come back through. I'm gonna vent from the CCV back into this guy. So it'll come in here and then it's gonna go 3/4 inch hose, and I'm gonna tap into the intake this time since there's not gonna be as much oil, it's just gonna be the venting now. The oil actually gets stopped in here. This is gonna feed back into the intake, go out the exhaust, and I will never smell it again. Now, I'll just have to empty this periodically from time to time, but that's not a big deal. This comes off easy, and there's a little dipstick on this one, which is pretty cool. So I can check to see where the oil is, so I don't have to empty this until it probably gets about 1/4 full, maybe a little more. So this kit's pretty cool, it comes with some hose. Not sure that I'll use it. I also got this on Amazon. This was pretty cheap. I think it was 27 bucks. Not a bad deal. It's aluminum. Again, big fan of aluminum. It's got threaded intake and exit there. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's fittings that came with it. I just gotta run the hoses and tap into my new intake. So those are those parts. I don't know if I've told you guys about the Bilsteins that I have sitting here, but I've got some Bilsteins 50. Give me 1 second. I'm back. But these are the other project that I've got. We got some Bilstein 5100s. These are beautiful. Love this like finish on there. But the shocks on my truck are pretty blown out. It's pretty bad. I mean, you hit a bump and you keep bouncing and it's making like a noise. Kind of embarrassing. But we got some new shocks to put in the truck. These are front and rears. These are leveled, or what is it? Factory to 2-inch leveling kit. So these are gonna fit the truck perfectly. I want a little bit better ride quality. From what I've read, these will improve that, but we'll really see. We'll put it to the test, but I've always heard good things about Bilstein. Would I have liked to have done Fox shocks or King? Probably. Do I have the money for that? I don't make enough YouTube money for that. And last but certainly not least, we've got this box from Riff Raff Diesel, the Riff Raff Diesel intake boots. So I got the ones for the Spider, intercoolers. I've got everything in here, a couple stickers obviously. We're gonna do all new boots on the truck. They're just silicone, pretty sweet. But that's all the parts I've got right now. I mean, all the parts, that's a couple projects. I'm excited to get back into doing this stuff. Let's see if I can find a spot for this. I'm really excited to get back into this stuff. I've missed working on the truck. I need to get a good floor jack. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know so I can get the pressure off to do the shock. But other than that, you guys, we got some stuff coming on. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. So I got the diff cover. I got the gasket. For this diff cover, you need a little bit longer screw. I found out the size of that. I had to do a little bit of research. Another forum let me know what size that was. You're gonna need a 5/16 by 18 by 1.25 inch, and that will be the perfect length to go into our axle with this. It's got a little, like, it's got a couple nubs on it. Let me show you. So as you can see, it's built out a little bit around the edges here. It's a little bit thicker. So basically you just need that little bit longer screw for these to work. And I didn't buy any diff fluid either, so that's the other part. So with that, that's all the parts I've got. These are all the projects we're gonna be trying to tackle. The oil cooler, I'm waiting to get a little bit more money, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order one of those. I'm thinking about doing the Mishimoto one, because I need to do an intercooler radiator, and I wanna kinda stick to one brand. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the Mishimoto oil cooler. Gotta get that ordered. But for now, we're gonna do the diff oil catch can, the new boots, and the shocks. And we got a couple videos for a while. That'll hold us over, getting the truck to where it should be, and we're gonna start doing some fun stuff. I'm really hoping the dynos are open. If not, I'm gonna talk to a shop. There's one nearby that they have a dyno, and hopefully they let me bring my truck in. So that's all we got for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As you can see, we got quite a few projects on the way. I'm very excited to do some of these. All of them, obviously. We got a couple big plans. I'm hoping to get the truck dynoed, maybe do diesel drags, but the truck has to be like 100% for that. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.